Yeah, they'd done all of this because they said they want to strip me of my religion and I wasn't pure enough, but I really was. I really didn't do anything bad to people. I really actually enjoyed and thrived in relationships and supporting other people, and I'm kind of being blackmailed. Right now, is an emergency and an urgent appeal to overseas. There's some sort of worldwide equity on resources, and I've been without for so long, and I'm bound to all these Australian women who have just, I really don't want to be connected to anybody. I'm exhausted from the war. I've also, where my liver is and my stomach, I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know what it is. All my reports say I've got a tumour. I'm stuck in a country without emotional support. It's very hard to just have your whole identity removed and just to be persecuted and hated and outcast and to try and make sense of reality, while people think that you're just some asshole homeless guy that should be persecuted. I went around today and I just said, look, this book you're all like writing and this and that. I said it's really fun, isn't it, to get together in a community. And I said, but should I really pay a lifetime of problems because of somebody that just doesn't want me to have the work I deserve? And I'm just saying, I've really worked and I've had all these women just destroy everything I'm trying to do. I remember getting a job at Miranda Smith. I remember some boat job down in Nelson. I remember deep sea fishing school down in West Coast, and they were all good mental files. I remember all these call centre places I'd ring here, all these other humanitarian call centres. I can't remember its name anymore. It's not A21, it was some other call centre. It was about human rights. And I got an interview there, and I got an interview at 2 Degrees, got an interview at Qantas. The thing is they've always blocked my phone calls, and at this stage, I don't even really care about work. I care about being persecuted about work because I feel like everyone's so ignorant about how hard it was for me, and I don't know why they fucking did it to me. And they've even taken away my diary where I really executed daily. It's very important for my own well-being to have these habits, and I've just been in a lot of despair after they've done this to me in Australia. So it's very scary. So I had my own reality, sense of reality, and it's just like I'm being gaslit all the time and then kind of in this hostility. And I think somebody needs to be responsible for being so fucking irresponsible. Uh, if I've got this damage of my kidneys and my liver and cancer and things, somebody needs to really step in instead of just being a fucking idiot, making me hopeful and like playing these sadistic games. Oh, we're like Doctors Without Borders, but we can't help you. Oh, we're counsellors, but we can't help you. I'm in total pain and agony, and I'm not getting help. Instead, I'm being hated in the community. You're taking me off any emotional support. I needed a maternal person right now. It doesn't matter what age you are. I know heaps of women that live with their family. I can't handle it any. And Indians, my body is in so much pain, and it says in that book that I've got liver damage. It says I've got cancer. It says I've got stomach issues, like kidney disease and uh, some sort of tumor growth. Because I said I this thing and what is this hormone? And she said it's pregnancy. And I said, well, I haven't had sex. If I've had sex, then I'm either being raped or, I said, I can't, I'm in a lot of pain. So I've already been to the hospital for being beaten up. And she said, I've got all this fungus, which I believe they've done to me on purpose because everywhere I go, they're pushing out all this mold. And the thing is I can't handle it anymore. I've been beaten for so long and scapegoated, and it's like, you know what? Like, I've been a family person since I was a young woman. I'm not used to just being in silence. Even if I lived alone, I would have somebody that I could talk to about personal problems or things that are wrong in my life. And if you're sick, I think it's really irresponsible to leave somebody with no emergency contacts, no one to help them, and just cause them to be some Jewish because of some personal hatred of me. But get over it. People aren't, it's so, I don't, it's like, what about you raping me as a hound? Raping me as a dog whore, and parading me around as a whore next to the white girl, just parading me as a whore. Do you know how long I was in therapy for to make sure I wasn't a whore? To make sure I wasn't a psychopath? To make sure I was like consciously processing all the drama and trauma and weird things that had happened to me so that I could just be normal. And it's not, I don't have demented thoughts about these things. I just would think that it was like very, I just think that what happens is I just get very stressed out and I disconnect and I can't handle it anymore. And that's what's happening to me is they just keep traumatizing me and they're getting away with it because my normal reaction is to disconnect. And it's I don't have the energy to keep fighting this and I'm trying to urgently appeal. I have done so much work when it comes to challenging my own belief structures, challenging my past, coming into a place where I've let go of barriers and opening my heart and trying to be, there for other people to help them in their life journey and what they want to do in their life. Because I found the secret of happiness is actually sharing and supporting other people through their problems. It is if you are wondering what makes people happy, it is sharing. It is helping somebody else. That is happiness, basically. Like, if you're having problems, if like this recipe can work for everybody. If you're really having problems and you're really in a lot of stress, best thing is to go and volunteer or go and help somebody else and stop thinking about your own problems because then you can get some perspective and then usually that person actually probably has some ideas about what to do with your problem and then your problem's halved, and that person's happy to have a little bit of help and then you feel good about helping this person. And it's this mutual exchange of care. And this is what this regime has stripped apart and it's this regime of beauty and it's like um, it's it's difficult for me because I don't. It's like I'm coming against aggressive women. I think that didn't have this luxury, and I grew up with it, and I didn't have it. I didn't have this awareness of the power of it, and so they've really brought it to my forefront that ruining me and making these women like exceptionally attractive, like to try and make me look like I'm jealous, but it's not. It's just kind of like really a strange, sadistic, kind of weird experiment that these weird military people are doing on me and making me labor for free so they can do scientific experiments. That's what I believe, and I can sound paranoid, but I don't really care because everyone says I'm a schizophrenic and I'm not. So basically, what I'm saying is what is sadistic is that you've cut off all the resources and my liver's in a lot of pain and my stomach is bloated like a pregnant woman and I can't find out what's wrong with me. I'm really in a lot of pain and I'm not getting relieved and I don't want to be in a country of conflict where I'm hated. I'm sorry, but if you're sick, it is very genuinely, I'm appealing that I should be around caring, lovely people. Because I've been around this my whole life. I shouldn't have to keep fighting. This is your war. You put on me because you wanted to wear the skin of being nice. You wanted to be the nicest. And it's like you can't really compare somebody that's been put into a world with all of her money and dreams and all of the fat sucked out of her ass and face and then like going around, I'm loved, everyone loves me, I'm happy, and then like the other person just being stripped of all of their rights. So it's really not a fair situation, and the women are actually starting to really aggravate me. All of them. I can't handle it anymore because it's just kind of like I've had to be independent and an individual my whole life, and it's like they just feel really dominated by these women. Just want to dominate me, and it's like I don't want to be dominated. I want to have a conversation with you, but I don't want to be dominated. I don't want to have a workplace war with you. I just want to make my own money. I'm not trying to compete in anything, and I just feel like I'm the kind of person, if my face got disfigured, I would seek other people that were having similar issues so I could feel connected to other people that have had the similar experience so that it would feel okay. It's all I want is to feel okay, that somebody else is out there that suffered and can know that it's a struggle because a little bit of understanding can help you keep going and keep the morale up. And it's like I'm in this endless repressive war that some rich guy wants, and he's taken away my friends, my food. He's killed me in these underground tunnels that I'm a gross transsexual monkey prostitute, and I'm tired of being disrespected. It's like, why should I fight a war if I'm sick? If I'm sick, the civil war needs to cease fire. You need to let me have aid of having hospital care. And it's not just some imaginary war, it's real. Because I don't have my civil rights. You have a little gated community of apartheid, of, you know, the superiority of empathy and being nice and good to each other when really what you're doing is gating me out of my own wealth. That's not really nice, is it? It's just a big fucking asshole community of we're better than you. Just one person. And then I'm not allowed to go overseas. I'm gated out of that too. So it's just kind of like, and I'm not racist. I'm not. It's about energy. I actually the way if you've seen me aggressive like that, I've been like that around Asians too. They have the same arrogant attitude. I've had to deal with it quite a few times. It's not just black people. I've had it with a lot of different races, like Asian races, and the other like Indians have been very like quite nasty to me at times. Well, I really like Indian people too. Like I've met so many amazing ones, but I've had a lot of like really ugly encounters with them with kind of like an ego battle, and it's not a race thing. It's just some sort of I don't really know what it is. It's just some sort of just this. I think I don't know. Maybe just my self assuredness makes them feel inferior, and I'm not trying to come across like that. But I've just had enough about it, and that's why I liked my home being peaceful because I need to disconnect. I can't deal with this 24/7 with liver problems with no emergency support systems. It's not right. It's not my makeup. It's not how I operate. It's my brain. I need have a line of people in my head that I can connect to if I have problems. Okay, and I don't think that that's like being an issue and a burden to people. I think that's responsible. If you're sick, you need to be like, hey, Auntie Janice, my problem, I need help. I need to go to a hospital. Okay, like this is the thing. It's like my Uncle Melvin, I had a concussion and he was not responsible at all. And I had a boyfriend who was just like, oh, I'm just going to go to sleep. And I had to have my own responsibility for all of this. And it's like, I don't want to just be responsible for everything. I want to have my own network of responsible people around me with problems. That's why I loved this French flatmate I had. I had this really stupid boyfriend that's gone in public and he's like exploited and abused me. He was my boyfriend for like 2 or 3 weeks. He was hardly my boyfriend. He was like some drug dealer that was pretending to be this nice dad guy, and it was just kind of like a disaster. He was not like that at all, and now he's turned violent, and he's getting a good name, and he's just been a like space cadet my whole life. And what I don't get is it's like when I dated him, I realized that this is the exact thing I don't want in my life. Like some irresponsible twat that's just going around like gallivanting with no responsibility, flying kites in the middle of the day when you got stuff to do. And so I had this flatmate, he was French, and he really helped me with the house, like really helped me with everything. And one day I just realised I said, I don't need this guy as my boyfriend. He's a liability. I just got rid of him, and he got really angry. Actually, like, yeah, this is what I don't get. Like, this is what I've had my whole life. They just want to blame me for everything, and I'm not the blame for everything. I'm sick. Whose fucking problem is it? Is this homicide to not give me the right to support systems, to healthcare?